Yep.
It's Chang.
All right, ready?
Who's on the first card?
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Chang podcast. I'm your host, Jacob. This is your host, AJ.
I'm your other host, AJ.
And here's our guest,
Special guest.
VY.
Yep.
VY, introduce yourself.
Who are you?
VY.
Who is VY?
I painted a piece called that too one time. Who is VY? Mixed media artist, child of God, light to the earth, humbly stated.
Humbly stated. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
How's your day? You're moving today.
Yeah, without disclosing too much personal information.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, yeah, today it was very
I just meant
busy.
you were moving on to a new chapter.
Moving on to a new chapter in your
disclose
life.
anything.
No, I mean, no, yeah. Legit, though, yeah. I had my homie today helping, moving on to a new chapter.
Yeah.
But no, it's nice. All glory to God. It's been cool. It's been a journey, man. I'm just excited for what's, coming. I'm just kind of trying to enjoy it. The birds chirping right now is like kind of setting the vibe for like where my head's at right now.
Yeah.
Just like chill.
Miko's chilling.
I like the vibe right now. That we're actually like having it. Like it's like cool,
Yeah.
laid back. The sun's not beaming.
Absolutely.
Yeah, usually when we do this, it's like midday when the sun's really beating.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got
93
sweatpants
degrees.
on, high
Yeah.
socks, and a turtleneck like Russian mobster jacket.
All right, so you're starting a new chapter. What's it called? What's the title of the chapter?
That's a dope question.
What's it,
The title of this chapter.
You turn the
is-
page and it says like chapter whatever, and then it's like a title.
Ask and you shall receive.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's what I've been on lately. I've been on just understanding that I came this far, put in the hard work and all of that good stuff. And it's like, ask the Lord and he'll just give it. He'll give it to you. Like, not, I don't want to mislead nobody by saying that, but like, that's where I'm at with it. It's like, if I ask, it'll be given. I don't got to think about it no more. Just kind of keep moving and keep expecting it to be whatever I'm imagining in my head. Like the dreams that I perceive and the dreams that I want to see happen will happen. I'm just moving like it's already kind of done. And I just got to fill in the blanks to get there.
Beautiful.
Facts though, yeah.
Perfect.
What do you think the chapter before this one was called?
Chapter before this one, I feel like would have been called Did You Get It Yet?
Did you get it yet?
Facts. I feel like it was like a testing period. Like when God allows you to go through tests, it's gonna turn into like a sermon. But when God allows you to go through tests, it's like it's not to put you through punishment. It's just to literally test you. You know what I'm saying? Like to strengthen those things that you haven't received or understood yet for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And without just getting too deep, it was a couple things that I didn't fully comprehend in my walk to success or to having a nice a successful business, I guess, yeah, or like success in like a relationship or just having true balance in my life. It was a lot of stuff I was like missing, or not even missing, but more so didn't have the eyes to see that it was like how to get there. And it was just like God kept like running me through cycles. Like, did you get it yet? Did you get it yet? You got it? Okay. Now asking you shall receive. Facts.
So I think we should go back a little bit and explain how we've come to know
little
VY.
backstory, yeah.
A little bit of the backstory to fill in the viewers. So basically,
get
a
Ken.
few months
I can
ago,
start.
yeah, if you want to go
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, because Loki, he met me first, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, not to dish you like that,
No,
bro.
you're
Stop
good.
talking. Don't say nothing, bro.
No, I'll tell, and then you can jump in whenever.
Yep.
But my first exposure to VR was that party at
The block
1920.
party.
The block party.
Shout out Jennifer. Shout out the block
Shout out.
party.
Mhm.
Jenny
Shout out
G.
Jenny G.
That's the GOAT.
Yeah, which I had seen the posters, and I wanted to see Isaiah Falls. I wanted to see Sad Boy. So I
Shout
was
out
like,
Taylor Moon. She was out there too.
yeah, Taylor Moon was out there too.
T
yeah,
Moon,
yeah.
that's my sister.
I was already kind of down just for the music, and then I got there, and they had it set up so well with the vendors, with the food, with it was just like a really cool environment. And then so I had my camera. I was doing photography for some of the artists, and then I ended up just walking around and like taking a few pictures of all the vendors. And your setup was nice because you had a light.
Yeah.
So
I brought
everybody
the
else,
shop to like the event.
yeah.
You know what's funny? I was just supposed to be there to like vend clothes. Like it was before Fashion Week, and she was like, "Yo, VY, da da da. I would love for like you to come like do a pop up with some like merchandise, da da." But like because I was on my tattooing tip, like I was trying to like trying to get my name out there for tattooing. I'm still low key trying to like, cause people know me for fashion and art, but like I want them to know me for like my art tattooing, cause like that paid the bill. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was like, I was like, okay, like I wouldn't mind, but when you get down here, can we like check out the space and see about like a tattoo spot? She was like, oh, I never thought about it. Da, da, da. Like, yeah, let me like tattoo there. And yeah, and I got there and I was like, yo, can I set up? She's like, bro, wherever you want to set up, take it. I had like I don't know, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think I had like the first like selection of like where to be at. But
yeah, it seemed like you were busy the whole night too doing tattoos.
Oh yeah, anytime I'm at like an event when I'm tattooing or working, I don't usually get up. Like when I'm at shout out worst rave, when I'm at like a worst rave event or something like that, or anywhere where like I'm there to like tattoo or work, I'm not getting up. My butt's glued. It's like I gotta take a bathroom break or something. Yeah. Or stretch. Yeah. But yeah. Trying to get money.
I think I had like posted a bunch of those pictures and tagged you in one of them, and you were like, "Oh, you got to send me those."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Because even then, that we had like some nice all the music. We was like having like conversations. I just remember like, and I think I was telling my girl this like you stood out of like all the photographers because obviously they was all coming through like, but like you like kind of stood out because like you took pictures, but like you like having a conversation. Like you wasn't like just like trying to take my picture and go like and tell me Instagram and all right, nice talking to you. But like you were like, yeah, da 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 da. That's what I'm doing and. So what you got going on? And I'm like, shoot, like I felt like cool. I'm like, oh, like you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just working, da da da. We've been here. And he was like, yeah. And then he left, and I was like, okay. And he came back, and I was like, what's up? I was like, oh, I got a homie here. Like I knew almost everybody in there, but like out of like the photographers I didn't know him at all. I'm like, but like I was like, you cool people. It's like I'm lucky. Oh, sorry. Like it's like I don't know. It means something to me because like.
Yeah, it was a cool atmosphere. It felt like it was super easy to just hang out and talk to people.
Facts.
And like everybody was there for some kind of art or some kind of expression, so there was like something easy to connect on.
Yep.
But yeah, and it's funny because at a certain point I started thinking about like the idea of interviews, and it was really I was talking to one of the guys from Gold Money Grills. And I was just taking pictures, and I was talking about, like, we do some video and stuff. He was like, yeah, you should come.
Gold Money Grill. I should have had my goals on for the podcast.
Oh, really?
I left them in my briefcase.
I don't really know him like that, but he was telling me, like, yeah, if you want to come through the shop and, like, take some videos, maybe we can do some interviews. Facts. And I was like, yeah. Because, like, this is something I'm kind of new to, so I don't think of – sometimes I don't think that – I don't realize I have the equipment to do stuff like that. Mm. Just from that, talking to the Gold Money Girls guy, then I'm like, oh, yeah, like, we could do interviews. So then I started thinking about, like because I'll already naturally just like talk to somebody and kind of figure out like what their intention behind their art is and kind of what their story is. So then I think I mentioned to you like like maybe I can come to the shop and
that's exactly
take pictures and take a video or do like a little interview.
Yeah.
Or you come be on the podcast.
Yeah,
so
and
here we are.
Yeah, and I think I hit you up too that day. I had cats and you like just pulled up.
I
was doing like a hand drawn like cyber sigillism, and he like was like, I'll pull up. I'm like. In the area, and I was like, all right, pull up.
Yeah, that was cool. I was trying to bring you a show cal too. I wanted to drop you off a.
You did. You brought two.
Yep.
I never put them up.
Damn.
They're up now though. He tagged them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now they're up on the walls. They're
the May one.
But,
I just finished delivering the May one, so those are all gone. But you can pre-order for June. TampaShowcal.com.
That's lit.
It's $10, and you get a beautiful hand-designed. Artfully constructed.
They're pretty dope. You should throw it up like when you say that, like throw it up somewhere on the screen.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah, so I was also at the blog party, but I was super shy and awkward. That was like that was like the first time that I was really like going out into the scene, and I was super shy and awkward. So like I probably like said a few words to you, but obviously I didn't stick out. And AJ had made that connection, but the first time that I actually like met you was when we went to do the photography for the Koutoure Club when you were doing your fashion there. Yeah. And so that was the first time that I formally got introduced to you.
Like the whole Avengers. Yeah, the overalls. I thought your fit was too hard too.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, I'm
like,
bro,
overalls.
Yeah, I was like, bro, he got the hardest fit out of all y'all. You gotta step up the game.
At the fashion show too.
For real, like I gotta step up y'all game. He came in like like some slippers or something. I'm just playing. I'm just joking. But nah, yeah.
I'm pretty low fashion.
But that was a super cool event too. Talk about your experience doing the Koutoure Fashion show.
That was pretty lit. To be honest, that's probably like. And shout out to Koutoure for like hitting me up, too, but like that was like one of probably the most like laid back kind of like vibes. Cause usually, I said a lot like when it comes to fashion and fashion shows and stuff like that, I look at it more of like work now. Like it's kind of like I guess I go into like drill sergeant mode. It's like we just need this, we need that, and I just want to get as clean as possible with everything. So because execution and image is everything, and like the way people meet you, that's where they leave you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, um, but anyways, not even to get deep into that, but yeah, it was cool. To me, I had a great time. I worked with a great team. The models were like dope. Shout out! I would sit here and list all of them, but today's been a long day. I'm so sorry. But yeah, they were dope. Everybody was dope. Shout out Kelsey. That's the owner. That's the founder of Koutoure. Shout out Kelsey.
How did Koutoure know to reach out to you?
I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. I think it was because of Tampa Connect Fashion Week,
Okay.
and they had it was like approaching Tampa Connect, and I believe they saw some flyers with my like face on it or whatever, and like, they did their research or whatever.
Yeah.
And then ended up reaching out to me and was like, "Hey, we got this fashion show coming up. You trying to be a part of it?" And I was like, "Sure. I don't see why not." That's like one of the only fashion shows I agreed to because there was like a couple other ones that asked me, but after fashion, I knew Fashion Week was gonna be a lot, and also they kind of asked like, kind of approaching the end of Fashion Week, so it's like, bro, Fashion Week burnt me out. Like I went like a whole week. I didn't do nothing. I don't think. I think I stayed inside all like week and play like Minecraft and whatever. For real. Like yeah, that. But yeah, Koutoure, I guess they saw the Fashion Week post and was like, hey, I want you to be a part of this, and I was like, hey, shoot, I don't see why not.
Next
Sounds
fashion
cool.
show in Minecraft.
That'd be lit.
Minecraft fashion show.
Minecraft fashion show. If y'all talk down on Minecraft, just I don't have nothing to say to you right now.
But
I
yeah,
love
so that was the
Minecraft.
first time that I had formally met you, and that was a really cool experience.
Shout out
Uh,
y'all did y'all thing too as a team. Like,
Yeah,
y'all,
thank you, man. Thank
Shout
you.
out Lily.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was happy to have that opportunity because Jacob and
Vaughn.
Lily both have like years and years of photography experience.
Mhm.
Yep.
Like they both probably have like 10+ years of treating photography seriously. And then all of a sudden, like a couple months ago, I started picking up a camera and doing stuff.
Yeah, for real.
And then I'm like, I got this. And so I was like excited to be able to put them in a position where they can do their thing.
Yeah, that's lit.
Um,
Cause I told AJ like, hey, yo, pull up, and he's like, all right. He's like, I got two people with me, and I was like, whatever. Like, all right. And it was like team was like 4 people there. Like that was deep, but it was lit though.
yeah.
All right.
wait, so how did you? Because you invited Vaughn to that too, right?
Mhm. I met him like a while ago, like a while
Okay.
back. Like when I first started making like clothes, like I was like doing pop-up shops. And it was this one pop-up shop that my homeboy E, shout out Rowdy, shout out US Rowdy. My homeboy E, he invited me to like this pop-up. And I believe, I don't want to lie, but I believe he was there with his brand, CEO Agency.
Mhm.
And we like networked, we got each other Instagram and we did that. And then like we just like kind of were mutual. We didn't like, we weren't like the closest friends, but we were mutuals. And they had a giveaway for like one of his like outfits, like I think the copyright. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if that's what it's called. Excuse me if I'm wrong, please. But it's like it's a sweatsuit. It's like the blue one I done wore. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's like a blue. Dang, whatever. Anyways,
Bring it next time.
yeah. I'm gonna probably wear it next time I come back or something like that. But it's a stupid hard like sweatsuit. Like the stress is crazy. Like the flare is hard. And he had a giveaway for him. And I entered the giveaway. I didn't even do much. I entered the giveaway. I think a day before it was like over with. And I was like just spamming the DMs, like not DMs, but spamming the comments. And I think I did DM him or comment one or the other, but I know I was like, bro, I better win this, bro. I was like, bro, I better win, bro. And I mean, I did kind of believe I would win just because I don't know. That's just how like things be working out sometimes. But like I'm like, you never know. So I'm like, but I'm like, bro, I better win, bro. And then the next day I was just chilling in the car and it said like I got tagged in the story and it was like giveaway winners. It was my homegirl Queen's little sister and me. And I was like, oh, I got a suit. I'm like, bro, this is hard. And then I went ahead and picked up my suit and was like, chopping it up a little bit, like appreciate it, blah, blah, blah. You got some good work. And after that, we still didn't even like get that cool. Like we still didn't chop it up or text outside of that. But I believe somehow I got his number and I don't know, it was cool. And I think he hit me up and was like, yo, I'm like looking into like trying to get into photography. And I was like, all right. And I kept that in mind. And when this came up, I was like, there's like action for like media. And I knew to hit you up. I didn't know y'all, but I knew he like do the videography and camera stuff. And I think I hit up a couple of other folks, but I was like, oh yeah, Vaughn like DM me. He was talking about doing some. I'm like, I got some work if you want to pull up, and that's how it happened. It was just, to be honest, God put the pieces down. I just put them together. That's about it.
Yeah. Vaughn was over here a few days ago. We did
Facts. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
we met him that night. So
yeah,
at the show.
Yeah, just from doing photography, we were like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah, thanks.
But it was cool. Yeah, we got to talk a lot about photography and fashion, and yeah, I feel like y'all had a lot of talk about like, I don't know a better word than like grind set, like
yeah, just like putting in work basically.
Yeah, basically.
All right, VY, I got a couple questions, right?
I might have answers.
So you're a multimedia artist. You
Yep.
do fashion. You do tattoos. I know is your main gig, and you do other artwork outside of that. How did this all come? What is the timeline of your artistic journey?
You want me to like give you in depth or like just like point blank?
Yeah, let's go. Get in depth. Get in there.
I keep it short because I don't want to like go ham because I'd be talking all day. But so it started like, I guess like I've always been drawing and sketching forever. So like it just started with the idea that I just like to draw and create stuff. And like in class, I would like make sculptures in art class. Like that was my joint. Like I just like to create art. And so that was all I did. And then I began to make customized shoes. That's what I was doing first. I was customizing like Air Force Ones and customizing like Jordans. Shout out Miss Hines. That was my social media teacher in high school. She became like my number one customer for all my customs. Like she bought like 4 customs back to back. Like I made like a few hundreds off of her just because like she was showing love and supporting, and I was doing like great work. Like go to view, I made it on Instagram. I ain't even post them actually. I don't know. I might go post
What kind
them.
of stuff was it? Was it more colors or like painting a design or?
It was crazy. It was like the Boondocks pair. That was like the first pair I ever like made. Like first like customs. I made a pair of customs for myself, but they're like just puzzle pieces, and that wasn't too like spectacular. It was just it was cool colors and shapes and kind of like graffiti, kind of like I just like drew it on some shoes, but it looked clean. It was definitely clean. And then on the first commission I got was the Boondocks shoes, the Air Force Ones for Miss Hines. I'm talking about it was like too hard. That's when I was like, dang, I'm like, this is crazy. Because fun fact, I didn't think I could paint on shoes. I didn't think I could paint. Literally, like, painting was like just not my idea. I was like, I can draw. Because I would draw like crazy, like dope stuff, Dragon Ball Z. I can draw, give me a pencil, I'm going to draw some dope. But my sister was painting anime. And I'm like, how do you like do that with shadows and the shading and like the different like perspectives and colors and tones? Like, how do you like do that? She was like, bro, it's easy. It's like you draw the puzzle and then just paint in the blanks. And I was like, huh. And when she broke it down, like even though like most people would be like, what does that even mean? But she knew what to say to me and I was like, oh. And I think the first time I utilized that understanding was on the Boondock shoes, and it was like, and y'all gonna probably pop a picture up, like it was like one of my favorite like pieces. And after that, Miss Hines was like, dang, I need more. And it was like I did a pair of Storms, like Storm, like from X-Men. I did a pair of like X-Men Storm shoes for her. I did a pair of like Spider-Man and like Miles Morales and Gwen shoes. Y'all gotta pop that on there on the screen because them was like too hard. And then I made some Ironheart shoes. And that was like, one of my more like creative designs because I didn't necessarily put Ironheart on the shoes because all of the shoes that she asked me to do, I put the characters on the shoes. But yeah, my bad, huh? Yeah, all the shoes she like had me do, I put the characters like on the shoes. So for the Ironheart, what I did was like I kind of took the idea of what Ironheart was and like what the suit looked like and all that stuff and like made the shoes into like kind of like a shoe version of her suit and what she was. But yeah, so I just started painting customs, and then I was like, well, I just paint custom. Why can't I paint my pants and my jackets and stuff like that? And that's when that began, where I would like just paint on stuff. I pretty much like was painting on everything. And shout out to my homies Fats and GG and all of them. Like they was in like sewing and doing clothes like that. And they were kind of into like, they did more of the sewing. Like they had sewing machines. I didn't really have my own sewing machine for real. Like I think I did, but it was old. I didn't use it. I would paint. And I never forget a conversation we had. and they were just like, bro, dang, I'm not born, bro.
No,
I'm playing.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I literally thought as soon as I know, I'm like, damn, this is so disrespectful.
No, it's okay. I look, he was like trying to like act like I wasn't like yawning earlier, because I'm like, that's like kind of rude to like yawn while people like talking right now. But we tired, bro. It's been a long day, bro. But nah, respect, man. But yeah, so my friends was like, yo, like, he was like, yeah, like, Zay, you do clothes, but you kind of just paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of just paint. And I was like, what you mean I just paint? Like, I make clothes, and then we kind of and I know they didn't mean no harm by it. So if they watching it, I don't want them like saying, "Oh, we weren't trying to diss you, bro." I know they didn't mean no harm by it, but I'm like Michael Jordan, like I'm gonna create an obstacle just so I can like have a reason to go hard. So, I kind of took that as like, what you mean? I paint, like I make clothes, cuz. So I think we had a challenge, and it was like, who can make the first pair of like stacked jeans? Because I was like, at that moment, it's like a very big trend. It was like 2020, 2021. Everybody was starting to rock stacked jeans. So I went ahead and I made me a pair, and it was clean. It was hard. And then I was getting like commissions for them. I was getting like people like coming up like, hey, can you make me a pair of those? And I'm like, sure, I can do that. And then I started working on clothes a little bit more, because like people started seeing me post the clothes I was like doing. It's like, dang, you customize clothes? That's lit. Let me get something did. Let me paint my jacket, paint my pants. And then that's what it was. I went to customizing clothing. I was just kind of like a clothing customizer. And the creative driving me was just like, bro, that's not enough. Like, I need to do more type vibe. Like, I want to do more. I'm a designer. I was considering myself a designer, but I knew I wasn't a real designer. I'm just a custom. And for anybody out there that's a designer, you can call yourself a designer. It's nothing. Don't knock yourself. You are a designer. If you create, especially with clothing, you're a fashion designer. You create with your mind. You turn something from this to this. You are a designer. You're creative. You're a creator. So, but in the moment, I have a very, very weird complex where I'm like always battling myself to be like better than like myself. So, I'm like, I gotta do more. And I don't even know when the switch happened, but it kind of went into like, now I'm trying to think about making t-shirts, and now I want to have like, actual pieces and things of that nature. And to be honest, that's really kind of what it kind of stayed at, where it's like, okay, I'm not finna just paint shoes. I'm a clothing brand. I'm a clothing brand now, and I made my first like VYM hats. Just like, I feel like I'm talking too much.
Were there any?
No, that's
were there
the
any
point.
like brands or designers that you were inspired by or like trying to emulate at that time?
Yeah, facts. Shout out Supreme, cause like I understood that, cause to be honest, when I first came, to be real, I wanted to be a fashion designer since I was like 10. If I'm being totally honest, like I remember like I had drawings on my grandma's, like my great grandma's fridge, of like slippers that I wanted to draw on, like symbols, like logos, like it was gonna be called top of the line TOTL, and I wanted to sell like luxury garments, like things of that nature, and then it evolved because I found somebody had the name Tot. And I was like, nah, I don't need TOTL to be too close to somebody else's brand. So, but I kind of was like, I want to make like luxury garments, like the suits because I'm very inspired. I wouldn't say necessarily by a brand. The brand, I guess, that really inspired me was One Supreme. I like a lot of like the Maison Margielas, the Louis Vuitton. The fashion houses has been around for a while, and it's not necessarily them, but one, just how they've taken hold of a population with like the tactics, their sales tactics, their marketing. That definitely is, it caught my eye, and like the fine like the fine tuning of the creation of their garments, like in the Gucci's and the Louis V's and stuff like that. Like I always like I want to make high heels and dresses like Gucci. That's what I say. I want to make like Gucci, like hard bottoms and stuff like Louis V. Like that's always what I used to say. But it ended up turning into streetwear just because like I skateboard, I like graffiti, and like people I was around, it kind of just it was more suitable to create like a streetwear brand. And then the Supremes and the Bapes and stuff like that kind of became more of a heavier influence, because now it's like, okay, I see what they did for their streetwear. Let me utilize some of that for mine. So yeah, facts.
Yeah, I was thinking about Supreme earlier. When I was asked to carry a concrete block with the BYM logo, it's reminded me of the Supreme brick.
Oh,
it's just a brick and it says Supreme.
Oh, that's lit. That's lit. Yeah, I let them. They was like helping me earlier, and I had like a cinder block that like I spray painted and I got like my logo all over it.
I was like,
And
yeah,
other
it's like
people's logos too, low key.
here's
But
green brick.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
BYM brick.
And actually going back to some of those influences, like the streetwear, the skateboarding, the graffiti. Graffiti is actually where we ended up actually like connecting.
Facts.
Because shout out to Bananas on record day when we were on Bananas,
Yeah.
VY pulled up and they had this, you know, chalkboard wall that they let us draw on, and we were doing some graffiti on there, and we were chopping it up about graffiti and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
When the manager of Banana, shout out to Jenny, was like, "Hey, do you guys want to come and do our hip hop room and do some graffiti there?"
And I'll just say this: Jacob definitely had the best graffiti. Like he had the better graffiti. I know how to draw, but like his tagging was like he know how to write for real.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
No, for real. He even taught me some things.
I can tell y'all were learning from each other too. Like I was there for a little bit of the process, and I remember hearing you mention like, "Oh yeah, like I'm gonna do it like this," or "Oh, if you do it this way, the light will look better." Or think about the
yeah.
Yeah, so we were chopping it up and we were sharing some game, and then it ended up turning into like an actual project. So we actually ended up doing this mural. I'll pop a picture of it, and that was just a really cool experience because, you know, just like getting introduced to you and being like, yo, this guy's so cool, this guy's so creative, and then us like connecting on this shared love for graffiti, and then actually working together. Now it's like crazy. It's like this guy's my brother now.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Facts though, man. And that's all glory to God, man. Like all of this stuff, like we don't try, like this stuff we didn't try to do. It kind of just happened. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't try to run into AJ and build a friendship with him. It just happened. You feel what I'm saying? Now shout out Minecraft Mondays, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tune in. We're gonna be streaming that pretty soon. But and then now my boy Jacob, now like you like helping me like move equipment and like it's just crazy. Like, it's just dope.
I think too on the topic of like seeing somebody who you admire their art and like getting to work with them, like
Facts.
I think you were talking earlier about when you were younger and somebody said like, oh, you just paint, and that was like kind of like a fuel for you.
Facts.
And I think you can get that fuel and that energy from like proving somebody wrong.
Yeah.
But I think there's also like a lot of energy and a lot of drive that can come from like just like a bunch of people kind of having shared values and like shared goals, and just everybody kind of like riding that wave together. And I think that's like a pure form of like energy and motivation than like trying to prove somebody wrong or like trying to outshine people, is to just like
facts.
Yeah.
It's definitely like a more positive feeling like center, because like yes, it definitely helped me get to like where I am now, but I'm not gonna say I am where I am now because of that like kind of like not animosity, but because of that like point I felt like I had to prove. Like that was kind of, it got me to the next step. But where I am now is literally a shout out to Devil, shout out to Takeo, shout out to Jiggy, shout out to Ski Beep, shout out to all my homies, shout out to Krista up there in LA, shout out to all like my homies that like just kind of like opened my mind. You feel what I'm saying? Like it took me to step out of like my comfort zone and like my original habitat and be around certain folks and see how they was moving, see how they was thinking, not only to take notes, but just the conversations we would have, they would pour into you instead of like kind of like challenge you. It wasn't really a challenge. It was more so like, shoot, you do this, I do that, and you should probably do this too. And I think you'd be dope if you do that. Like that's how I got into tattooing. Literally, I wasn't going to be a tattoo artist, bro. I would just get them. And shout out JT, Sinister Films. She does like videography, but she used to tell me so much like, oh Zay, like you the GOAT, like you the GOAT, like bro, you can do anything you put your mind to. And I'm like, whatever, da da da. And then I drew my first tattoo I ever got. I drew it, and even the tattoo artist like tatted like a bit. He was like, I'm shouting everybody out. The first tattoo artist I got the tattoo from, he was like, yo, you might as well you drawing like that. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna leave it to the professionals. Like it's too much expenses to go with it. And shout out JT, she was like, I said that to her, and she sent me a kit on Amazon for like $40. She's like, buy this. And I was like, all right. I ordered it the same day, and like the next day whenever it came, I was like tattooing on fake skin. I was like, this is stupid. I want to learn how to tattoo people, so I started tattooing my leg, and literally it's like history. Shout out Yada by VY, man. Come get your ink. Doing deals all the time. Crazy art. But yeah,
we both got one.
Yeah, shout out to Yadded by VY.
Facts.
Because now I got this from him that I drew, And then he,
It flex yours too, man.
yeah, he
That's
also got a
That was
tattoo
a lifelong
by
dream.
B1.
Tell him about how long you been wanting to get that one, bro.
This idea.
I'm
is
honest
like,
even being able to do it. To be honest,
yeah,
like,
this
it's
idea
lit.
is like 2 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop because I have the footage of when you were doing it.
Sure.
So I think I'm gonna edit it down and kind of make like its own standalone video, just kind of talk about the story of it.
That's lit.
I think that'd be cool. Just
Yeah,
like
collaborate. I put it on my tab
yeah,
page.
yeah. I think it'd be a cool exercise in just like storytelling and filmmaking, kind of to just like try to tell the story.
Facts.
In a video, but yeah, it was definitely a long time. Well, because for me, like I had a couple friends who like started to get into tattooing and then like kind of fell out of it, and I was kind of like saving it for like, because if like I have a friend that's getting into tattooing, like I want to be able to get something from it.
Yeah, facts. Support.
Support
Support
I
your friends
wasn't really
doing
thinking about it.
tattoos and starting their craft. Support them.
Yeah,
Don't wait
yeah.
till they get good. I hate people say that. I'm gonna wait till you get better.
Nah.
Support them now, because when they get better, you're not gonna want to pay for it.
How are they gonna get good if nobody's booking them? Either?
Exactly, bro. People always say that, and then they get to the point where it's like, okay, now their prices are too much. Now they don't know if they want to pay for that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think too, like your story of drawing yours and then getting it done, and then them saying, "Why don't you do it?" Like I feel like Jacob's gonna have the same arc.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where like Jacob drew this one.
Yeah,
He did. He literally drew that.
one.
I just made it look like clean for the tablet, but he literally drew the whole
Yeah,
thing.
it was crazy because I was gonna do something like hella simple, like just a little tag, and it was gonna be small. And he was like, "Nah, like I really want to do like a graffiti piece. Like you
Facts.
should." And he like really pushed me to like kind of like push what I thought was possible, like what I wanted to actually get. And I ended up with this sick ass tattoo.
Facts.
And now this guy's part of my story forever because this is gonna be on me forever.
Legit, even if you diss me or something, you don't want to be my homie no more. I'm on your skin forever. You
Yeah.
gotta always be like, appreciate you, VY. You
And he
never be
basically
mad.
told me the same thing. He was like, I think like you could do this.
Legit
and,
though.
And now like that's been like in my brain, like constantly going around. I was like, I think I might want to do it.
You guys are looking at one of the best tattoo artists to come out of Tampa right here. Watch. Mark my words.
Dude, I appreciate that.
No, legit. You're gonna be you gonna be crazy hard.
Yeah, so now that's kind of like the path that I kind of want to take, or at least try it,
Yeah.
So
it's always good to add something to your bag.
yeah,
Legit.
Especially like tattooing doesn't seem like something where you have to drop everything and like you can just add it to what you're doing.
I mean, in so many ways, yeah. Like you can kind of like do. Yeah, it's very flexible. I see what you're saying. It's very flexible, but it's one of those things where like if you want to like truly like grow like scale to where you gotta kind of be on it all the time. Like shout out to Jig. She told me like, bro, you gotta post about it every single day. Like don't take no days off. Every day you gotta post about it. You gotta be in the shop every other day. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying, doing sales, drawing this, drawing that. It does truly take time. But what I will say is you can still like kind of grow without giving it all your life. Like and I'm only saying that not to say like be lazy and anything. If you do anything, go ham. But more so when you got other things on your plate and you want to get into something, don't overstress yourself about how much time you put into it. Like, oh, I'm not giving myself enough time. Do what you can. That's why I wrote it on that wall. Do what you can. You know what I'm saying? Like don't overwork yourself. Cause I mean I'm here now. Yes, I probably definitely held myself back because I didn't take tattooing as seriously in the beginning as I am now. But to be honest, I'm still here. So glory to God. Like he's still gonna do what he gotta do. He's still gonna make sure your life pans out how it needs to pan out. You just gotta do something. That's it. Sorry, I got motivational.
just let that breathe for a second.
Don't
Let that
apologize
breathe.
for being motivated.
Yeah, let that sit.
But yeah, because I'll see tattoo artists that are like making music, that they're painting,
Facts.
that they're or
Shout
like,
out
making clothes.
Skinny
or-
Scumbag, man.
Okay.
Skinny Scumbag, that's his name, right?
I know a little
Skinny?
bit about
Skinny Scumbag?
Skinny Scumbag.
Skeezy?
Skeezy?
He got a skateboard you got. He like tattoos and he
Big
make
baby
music.
scumbag.
Big baby scumbag. I think his Instagram is Skinny Scumbag. I think that's why I was calling him that.
I think that's somebody else.
Alright, you gonna make me prove myself.
Yeah.
I think they have like a group. It's like Scumbag.
The Scumbag Collective.
I met him one time.
Yeah, shout out
At-
to Big Baby Scumbag.
It's like
That's the only one I
vintage.
really know. Is
I
Big Baby
have
Scumbag.
your skateboard. It's
No,
in my
yeah,
car
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
Say that like you took it from him.
No, yeah, Skinny Scumbag. Look, him right here.
Oh my bad.
Him right here.
Oh yeah, no, that's not the same guy. Weird.
Are you talking about the? I think you know who he's talking about.
I think I think they're in a group together.
Yeah, it must be because they both got Scumbag on there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, Skinny. I met Skinny. He does tattoos and makes music. I didn't know he did tattoos. Like playing with tech decks at this like vintage pop up, and he was like, "Yeah, I do tattoos."
You met him playing with tech decks?
Yeah, so we was at like this. It was a car meet,
Oh, okay.
and it was like it's like a thrift like kind of store on inside and like around, and like me and Mars like tagging buildings in the area. Like we came there and we like went to the inside. It was like just looking for clothes like cop off the, like the thrift like racks. And then we saw like this group of like dope looking dudes, and we just kind of sitting there just chopping it up. And then Skinny was there. And you know me, I'm a network, so I'm just da da da. Yeah, my name is VY. I was like, my name's Skinny. And then he gave me his Instagram, and then we exchanged Instagrams, and then I'm like, oh, you tattooed? I'm like, yeah. So he does a lot, but that's one of those like kind of tattoos, make music, jigs. She tattoos, she models. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna get into what I be doing. It's just yeah. So you can definitely wear a lot of hats, especially when it comes to tattooing. You can kind of like it's one of those things where like you can really do it whenever and however you want to do it. I don't want to mislead nobody with that statement.
It's like you want to have to do it. Like
yeah,
you need to have that drive.
Yeah, because if you don't, you're gonna realize like you're in the same loop for a while.
I think too, tattooing's like kind of inherently social. Like you have to do it with another person.
I mean,
I get you can tattoo yourself, but then
yes, though, legit though. Like, oh, I see what you're getting at.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like partnership because
no,
I was
I
gonna
just
say
mean
no.
in terms of like if you're painting, you can kind of just like lock yourself in a room, and just spend months just painting.
Yeah.
In your bubble, which there's probably good and bad things about them. But tattooing seems like something where
you have to socialize. Like you have to talk to somebody else. Yep. And like you have to like they're like I always tell people like, bro, I'm just the tattoo artist. Like people always, oh, it's your art. No. This is your image, your idea. This is what you want to put on your body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just the vessel to do it. Like I don't want you to like. It's a collaborative. Like you come up with the idea. We go hand in hand. Maybe like might help each other come up with the idea and the structure of what it looks like. And I use whatever expertise I have to, help it come out to the best of, my abilities and also best for my portfolio. And then, but it's a collaboration, like you said. Like it's your part, I do my part. We come together and say, "Dang, we snapped." Actually, I have a question for y'all. Yeah. How did y'all meet? I've been thinking of this for like a little minute. I'm like, how did these two dudes meet?
Do you want to go or do you want to let me go?
I can answer. I guess it was like 2014.
Mm-hmm. Dang. It was freshman year high school.
Freshman year, Blake High School.
Oh, y'all went to... I think have y'all told me this before?
Maybe. Definitely not in this much detail.
Yeah. Huh. But yeah, 2014, we went to high school together. We had homeroom, and that's like where we initially met. And...
Denhoff?
Yeah.
CD?
Yeah, literally, yeah. Because of our last names. Yeah. My last name's C, he's D, so like in the same group.
Yeah, we're in like the probably like the A through E.
Yeah. And so basically, long story short, that's where like we initially met each other, but then we ended up having a few friends in common. Shout out to Isaiah. And shout out to like everyone else. There's too many to name. But yeah, so that's how we met, and we started hanging out. We were talking, and we were both inspired by this YouTuber named Casey Neistat. And I don't know, I guess like I don't exactly know how it came about.
It was we didn't even really know each other that well. I think just like in homeroom and then like before school, it was kind of like the same group of people that was hanging out in like lunch and certain classes, and I remember just running into you a bunch. And then I think through like just one class we had, we just started talking. But yeah, you were watching a lot of Casey Neistat at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he had just started a few months ago doing a daily vlog.
Yeah.
Which he had been a filmmaker in New York and like worked at art studios and stuff. I don't know how much you know about Casey Neistat.
No.
But he was like a filmmaker, and then he decided to just start making. He would describe it as making a movie every day.
Huh.
Because he had like an HBO show. He had like a few short films he made, but so he would basically just document his life in New York, and every single day upload a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
I need to start doing more vlogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I be like vlogging, but I don't do nothing with it. Like I take the camera out, record like a few minutes, and then.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to put it all together.
Yeah,
for sure. It takes more energy than people really realize. But yeah, so that's how we started.
So then at some point we decided we were gonna try to do a daily vlog.
Mm-hmm.
So we would every day,
take
videos of whatever we were doing, which most days wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Today we're in lunch, got milk.
Yeah, pretty much.
And at that time, me and AJ were spending so much time together. Like
that's how it starts too. Like spending more time you
just
spend.
So much time together. Just constantly spending the night at each other's houses. We're doing this, we're doing that.
Yeah. Sweep over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just like sending each other YouTube videos, like sending each other music, like
Probably playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
There's some.
We gotta get that set up today before I leave.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I gotta go clean up my room. I just thought about it. Like, everything's everywhere. I might just go home, eat, and like sleep on the sofa.
I think too. Like we bonded over. We're both people that will just like say a huge idea, and people are like, yeah, right, or like, really, you think you can be like, yeah, like,
yeah, them the wrong people to hang around, man.
But I think we were both like annoyingly ambitious to an extent.
Yeah.
Cause like everybody had their lanes. Like, okay, I play guitar, or like I write poetry, or like I'm gonna focus on Minecraft.
I'm gonna focus on Minecraft. Priorities.
Yeah.
Priorities.
You're gonna focus on your craft. I'm gonna focus on Minecraft.
That's lit.
But yeah, we did the daily. I definitely learned a lot from that, as far as practical stuff of like video editing, but then also just like kind of sharing my life publicly.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hard, and like just hearing your voice in a video can be weird.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so that's how it all started, really. High school.
That's lit. High school.
Mhm.
See, because I thought, I don't know why I thought like y'all like met each other somewhere. I guess because that's how we all met, or I met y'all. So I'm like, yeah, they probably just met somewhere at a gas station. It was like, hey, I like cameras. You like, hey, I like recording too. And then
we
boom.
gotta come up with a fake backstory to tell people.
Yeah,
No, yeah, I do it all the time. All the time, like not about people, but like just about my life.
Anyway, that was the end of the Chang Hoff podcast with VY. VY, any closing words?
Man, just keep doing what you gotta do, man. Stay positive and love on God, man.
Beautiful. AJ?
Nope, nothing.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything that we do and everything that we make from this podcast comes directly from your support. We couldn't do it and we won't do it without you. Follow us on everything. Chang Hoff on everything. Check out our other projects, citrusound.com, citrusound.com. That's our radio show. Bunch of cool music that you can listen to on your commutes. Give it a listen. Check out Motion Makers, our new documentary series. That'll be coming, and I'm really excited for that. And shout out to VY, VY Estate, VY Made It, Yadded by VY, all on Instagram. I'll include links on the screen. And thank you guys so much for watching the Chang Hoff podcast. The end.
I got one thing to say. Will you make a Minecraft channel and call it VYcraft?
I wouldn't be against that.
Anyway, thanks guys.